15th pick in the NFL draft.
Hey, make us lunch. We're hungry.
Hey everybody, how you doing? King Dingbat here, and I hope everybody's having a wonderful Saturday afternoon. I hope you can avoid this heat, because I can't. It's 100 degrees and I'm going nuts. I hate when it's this hot outside, I really do. It makes me think of fall, the cooler weather, and of course football. And when we're dealing with football, what everybody keeps saying to me who are non-Eagle fans are, you guys can't repeat. You can't win it again. You're not going to. It ain't going to happen. We were basically lucky, right? That's what everybody thinks. And I don't think so. I mean, I know the NFC conference, I think, has improved. I think our division has improved with the Giants getting Saquon Barkley. With the Redskins in some weird way, I think are going to be better. And then you have the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, Dallas stinks. Forget Dallas. But, you know, there's a lot of good teams in the NFC conference, and the Eagles, they got their work cut out for them. And we did improve our roster, no doubt about it. We improved our roster. But even though we improved the roster, there's only one way we're winning a Super Bowl again. And that is Carson Wentz has to be what he was last year. We need Carson Wentz to be what he was. Now, there's different school of thoughts when it comes to Carson Wentz. There's people who think that he had one good year and that'll be it. There's others that think that he'll never come back from his injury. And then there are people like me who think he's a generational talent who has a huge, high Hall of Fame type ceiling, and he just needs to come and live up to those expectations and fulfill his talents. And if he does that, he will be fine. But, you know, it's interesting this year because we have an injury to deal with. It's just not the next year. You know, we're dealing with an injury. And when you're dealing with an injury, things can get a little bit tricky. The NFL is littered with cases of quarterbacks who look like the next great thing, have a great year, and then they're never really the same after that. I mean, whether it's for injury, whether it's just that they play bad, whatever it is, it happens a lot. So the key for Carson, if he wants to be one of the great quarterbacks, if he wants to get all the praise I've heaped on him, if he wants it to stick, he's going to have more than one good year. I mean, look at Matt Ryan. Last year wasn't his great year, but the year before it was spectacular. Dak Prescott, he was like number 14 on the top 100 list after his rookie year. He didn't even make the list. You have to do it every year. Otherwise, you're just another quarterback. The great quarterbacks can do it year in and year out. I believe Carson Wentz can, and I believe he will. I believe that it may be a little tricky with the injury at first, especially early in the year. But when I look at his statistics overall, when I look at what I think he's going to end up doing next year, I think Carson, let's say he misses no more than 2 games. I think Carson will throw between 30 and 40 touchdowns this year. I think he'll throw for 4,000 yards. And I'm going to say he has about between 10 and 13 interceptions. That's what I see him doing this year, which to me will be another great year for him, showing that he is one of the great ones and that he is consistent. But we don't know how many games he's going to miss early on. So if I had to guess like one specific number of what his statistics were, I say Carson throws 37 touchdowns this year, 12 interceptions, 4,000 yards. That's what I think he will do. And I think that he will start probably a little slow. I think, you know, getting back, his legs back may take a little bit. Maybe he's a little off. Actually, I don't know how much he's going to play in the preseason. But I think as the season goes, he will get stronger and stronger. And then we'll see the old Carson, you know, by week 7, by week 8, through the rest of the year, I think he'll be fine. Now, last year, going into the 2017 season, I said he would throw 27 touchdowns, 13 interceptions, and I was way off. He blew my numbers out of the water. So I hope that he can, you know, beat my expectations again this year. But I expect more from him after seeing what I saw. And the one thing I can say about Carson is he seems like he will do everything in his power, everything he can, to be ready. You know, he is completely 100% focused, and I kind of get the sense that nothing really phases a guy. So yeah, I think 37 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, over 4,000 yards passing is what I think he's going to get, and I think he should be MVP of the league this year. If not, he'll be runner-up, but he'll be close. He should be one of the contenders for it yet again. I expect big things from this kid. I love this kid. He's like my favorite player in the league. So we're going to see all eyes will be on Carson as training camp opens, and hey, I can't wait. We're going to see what happens. What do you think his numbers are going to be? You tell me in the comment section. I want to know what you think he's going to throw this year. Anyways, with that said, I hope everybody has a great day. Take care. Talk to you later. And don't be a dingbat.